Yeah, state of Maine. Yes. Okay, so all four corners of the USA, and I don't want to ignore the people. Someone from Argentina? Yeah, Argentina. So, you would find here a group of fellow students who are passionate about their interest in visual arts and design. And that's the common core. And then you find a remarkable diversity of backgrounds and experience and interests and loves and dislikes. And so you will meet some people who are just like you, and some people that you will think came from another universe. And that's part of the really great experience of going to college, and especially coming to a place like this. So I want to offer my congratulations. You don't want to hear from me. Admissions is in your rearview mirror now. We're happy to help with anything that you need help with as you make a choice, but really you're done with us. But again, congratulations from the admissions office, from me personally. It's not easy to be sitting in this room on a day like today. This was the most difficult year to be admitted to RISD. In the 36 years that I've worked in the admissions office, only 26% of the people who applied this year were offered space in the class. We're usually around 32 or 3%. And so you have a great arc of potential in front of you. We certainly hope that you find that RISD is the place that you'd like to be. So anyway, my congratulations to you, and I would urge you to turn to the person standing or sitting next to you, who might be a mom or dad or a friend, and thank them as well, because you didn't get in the seat by yourself. People help you much in the process. Internationally known artist and thinker, and is leading a charge right now in terms of the value of creativity in the world, using RISD as a tool to help people understand how important and how valuable young artists and designers are to what we do in society, culture, and solving the world problems. So, John, if you'd like to come up.
How can the economy advance? How can it change? And it's clear that different formulas exist, and the world is ready to look for a new formula, which is interesting. I always give you the punchline first. So I was just over there talking to two parents from Pennsylvania, Dave and Carol over there, who are both teachers, art teaching. And I just saw on Twitter from one of our alumni, just like an hour ago, Jeffrey Yan, one of our graduates. He says, almost can't believe it. Arnie Duncan's talking about arts education. And sure enough, Arnie Duncan was somewhere in the United States saying the following thing, that arts education is essential to stimulating the creativity and innovation needed to compete in a knowledge-based global economy. It's a very good sign. It's a sign that different parts of America and also the world are asking for leadership, and I think that art and design is occupying a different kind of space. That's about that space. Let's come to this space here. I understand there are parents in this room. I can tell you aren't students. They're kind of like me. I have 5 daughters, and the oldest is in college, and the second oldest is a college senior. So I know all about the interesting experiences you had waiting for a letter in the mail. And I know from all the high fives just now, high five, that things happen at home. I do know that I feel very lucky in this day and age to have different ways to learn about things. In my office and in the offices of different parts of RISD now, we have little displays, iPads that run Twitter, searching for the term RISD. And I remember remember in admission season, I just sort of walk by it every day and sort of like glance and see something, and I always like photograph it with my phone to just capture it, because so many things sort of flicker by. And this is one I've kept on my phone. It says here, this is people applying. It says, "Dear RISD, I officially just folded and gave up my hard work and love. Please be kind." From Little Creeps. I heard you got in, so well done. Nice. Recently, I saw on the screens, I saw Taylor, with 8 R's. Taylor is saying, "Can't wait to be in RISD." So you just see these moments. It's like watching the Olympics or something, It's like every day, it's like, wow, all these things happening, and it's such a joy. It's a joy because it's a joy I can share with all of you, all your families, and all of your students that have worked so hard all their lives. Because, as you all know, it didn't happen by accident. It's because you as parents recognized a gift in your son or daughter, and you protected it, you honored it, and made it into something powerful. And so I want to celebrate that moment for all of you today. So I want to thank that. David Byrne is one of our graduates, talking heads. How did I get here? So, in terms of what is this place, Rhode Island School of Design, it's a place that's been around since 1877. Their logo has that 1877 thing in there, and it's the real thing. And in 1876, an important thing happened locally here in Rhode Island. There was a centennial celebration, 1776, 1876. And there were some funds left over, roughly $1,600, which was a lot of money back then. And the local groups all voted to use that money. And there were different proposals of all shapes and forms. And there were 2 proposals that made it to the very end. One was to erect a magnificent fountain in the middle of Providence, a gorgeous fountain with a horse and everything. The other was to create Rhode Island School of Design. We won by nearly 7 votes.
Wow.
But I like to think of RISD as a fountain, a fountain of knowledge. So that was a twofer, I think. 1877, fast forward to 2012, the world has changed dramatically. But the reason why RISD exists remains the same. RISD exists to honor, empower, transform art and design, art and designers, artists and designers. And when I first arrived here roughly 4 years ago, I remember addressing a group of high school students. We have a summer program. Any of you go to the summer program? Quite a few of you. Summer program, it was my very first week. And I walk in, I say, "Hey, I'm the new president." And everyone keeps asking me for my vision. What's your vision? What's your vision? And of course, as anyone who's read the first 100 Days books, you aren't allowed to have a vision. Not a good idea. So you look for the vision. You try to find it. You be creative. You look for it. And so I found a few things. And I said to this group of high school students, it was 600 students, by the way. I have a few ideas here. Could you, do an applause-o-meter for the one you like? The first one was something like lifelong education, art, and design. And they get many claps. The second one was something about fostering the next generation talent, the super monets, etc. That didn't play either. The third one, however, building a justifiable case for creativity in our world. And all these students like, well, all the hair and the teachers and I just didn't quite get it, really. And an hour later, I was in the RISD Works, the shop we have over here, and a young woman came up to me and said, "I'm so glad you said what you said in there." And I said, "What did I say?" And she said, "Well, I'm growing up in Nebraska, and I'm in high school, and I'm the creative one. I'm the kind of weird one, the different one. And you said in there, you fight for us." Like chills. Yeah. But fast forward 4 years later, I'm delighted by what's happening in the world today, because the world is looking for different kinds of thinking. And I get to see that thinking manifest through students here, trained by our faculty here, who believe in a very simple idea, that art and design make sense, and they give you sense in different ways. I've met over 1,000 alumni from RISD, and I gotta tell you, when I first began that journey, I thought it was going to be very obvious what was going to happen. So I went to RISD. What do you do? And I thought for sure the answer would be very simple. I'm an artist. I'm a designer. I have to say that 99.9% of RISD graduates don't answer it that way. They'll all say, I'm a problem solver. I'm a critical thinker. I think with my hands. I'm a critical maker. I think through making. That's what I was taught at RISD. You see it consistently. And what are you seeing? You're seeing a school devoted to the creative process. A process that to many here is so natural, yet the world is now finally discovering. It's an exciting time. And I have to say that this is manifest in so many ways. For instance, in all the normal places, art galleries, popular culture, Hunger Games is very hot right now, as you know. That pin designed by RISD graduate. So you can like walk around most things and say RISD. You can just point your hand and say RISD graduate. You know, it's good. So that's interesting. I want to add also in different sectors you see different growth. You see people looking for this kind of talent. Just recently, I was contacted by 3 of the top venture capital firms in Silicon Valley looking for talent. Seeing the talent manifest from RISD in that area has been quite, has made RISD talent quite desirable. One of the top 5 billion-dollar valuated companies, startups in Silicon Valley, one is founded by 2 RISD graduates. So that anomaly is occurring in America and the world, and that's exciting. And why is it exciting? It's exciting because now more than ever, America and other countries are looking for art and design for its strategic importance in the landscape of thinking and making and transformation. There are signs that people want this kind of talent. And what we're doing at RISD is trying to help the world know about this. It's always been there. You know, I have a friend who's involved with science education. And he said for years in science education, they would talk about advocating for science education. Or they would talk about elevating science education in the national landscape. And he said to me, one thing changed everything in science education. It's when they began to talk about not elevating it or recognizing it. It was to reveal the importance of science education. So what we're doing nationally right now is revealing the importance of art and design education. And this is happening right now at an important time because STEM education, many of you who have these amazing students in school know that STEM education is the most important thing right now. It's been prioritized. Innovation equals STEM, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. And since last year, we've been talking about, well, STEM is important, but how about STEAM? If you add arts to that equation, what can happen, what can change? And so we've been involved in Congress, involved nationally in places like South by Southwest. Really every pocket or cranny we're in, talk about how art education is transformative. We know it because we see it every day, and the presentations today will reveal that, and I think you'll be as delighted as I am. Because if anything, in this day and age, we know one thing, that this world is different than the world 10 years ago. Bob Johansen from the Institute for the Future in Palo Alto, California, talks about how the world is now VUCA, V-U-C-A, volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. That's a pretty scary thought, isn't it? Volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. But he talks about how there's an antidote to that, a very simple antidote. It's to have the antidote, the anti-VUCA. It's to have vision, understanding, clarity, and agility. That's a better VUCA. That's the kind of VUCA that happens right here at RISD. It's a kind of thing that can inject the world with a different kind of energy and possibility. Congratulations to all of you for enabling your VUCA people and your VUCAns. There you go. Welcome to RISD, and hope you consider us as your choice for training in arts and design to a whole new level. Thank you very much.